good evening, everyone. This is Gil at Camppatton Family Compound. With me this evening, we have Tammy at Rebel Canners and Mark at ChefTech. And it is the Monday Night Fireside Chat. And tonight's topic is canning breakfast. And here we all are. Yay! Before I go into the chat and say hello, everybody, I got a warning to everybody. Yesterday there was an X2 long duration solar flare. It wasn't just an impulsive where it goes pop. It went. It was amazing to look at on the satellite scopes. It was absolutely beautiful, but it's supposed to be hitting right about now. So there may be some interruptions to telecommunications and online systems like the platform here. And so we may have problems. So bear with us. If we go out for a minute, hopefully we'll be coming back again.
Hey, you know what? Coming up with excuses for the reason why you constantly freeze, it's getting old, dude.
I know the reason why I freeze. The quote gaming computer I got from Costco. Somebody had it was a quote. They didn't say it was a return. Evident it was a return, and somebody had swapped out the audio. I mean, not the audio, the video card.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it overheats and it goes and that's why I freeze.
All right. I trust you.
Okay, let's go up and see who's all here. First one in was Phelan Klein Wolf, followed by the Trash Panda. I'm sorry. I
don't, dude. I'm good with it. You know that. I don't care. I
know.
I didn't put the fat dude on this time, so I mean I can come in on the iPad as the fat dude.
The Shady Hill Homestead came in first on Tammy's side, and Kaylin came in here. Asia Joe is in on your side there, Tammy. Angels Homestead is in here. Shady Hill Homestead is here on my side now as well. Diana 2 is popping in both sides. Moon over Miami is here. Howie's on your side, Tammy, on the vertical phone. And yeah. There's that. Go afterwards. After we're done, go to Space Weather News here on YouTube and check out the afternoon the video, and then check out yesterday's afternoon. Oh man, amazing stuff. I mean, it's like yeah. All right.
The northern lights are here. They're not the greatest. I was just outside seeing them, so they were here about 20 minutes ago, and I had to run back in to do the live. But they're not the greatest I've ever seen, but you can tell they're out there.
Yeah, and considering it was a class 2X2. The only reason why we're seeing it right now is because of the
coronal hole thing.
Coronal hole, the big massive one, the biequatorial, whatever, is going across, and so it was piggybacking. So yeah, plasma's already jumped. I think it was this morning they said I had already jumped up to a KP4 on the index.
Yeah, and
which is not to be scary about. It's just like, whoa, okay, it shouldn't be doing that.
Yeah.
But a KP4 means you can see
dude
him.
Will comment in about 5 minutes. Apparently, that worthless sofa survivalist never subscribed to Camppatton Family Compound, and he can't comment. So I got to hear about that now.
Hey, he's just playing catch up, for him to get off the couch and waddle across to get his laptop to
crap. Yeah. He had to go find a charger for his iPad. Yeah. Anyway.
All right. So, tonight's is canning breakfast, and we were talking beforehand, and earlier today, I mean, I was just scouring everything I could to find out, looking for pictures and stuff about canning breakfast.
Not a lot out there.
Not a lot out there. There is a lot for a couple items. And then
I thought of another one.
What?
I thought of one we didn't mention before the live while we were watching the introduction. Corned beef hash.
Yep.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I thought another one too, and I'll give that one in a second here. But there were a couple ones coming out saying you should not or you cannot, depending on which channel, which educational facility it was, can bacon, ham,
sausage,
anything that's
anything
been
good,
cured or spiced like that, you can't can it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, wait a minute, there is literally 100 years of evidence of scientific evidential evidence of it's okay, you can can it.
Oh, they don't care.
You can walk into any grocery store and find it canned. There's your first clue.
Yeah. Canned corned beef, canned sausage, gravy, stuff, all kinds of fun things. Just read the ingredient list and go, yeah, I could do that, but not with those 18, 19, 20 chemicals they put in there.
Yeah.
All right. So one of the things we were talking about before and kind of got the it's not really going to work good was gravy. But while I'm thinking about it, wait a minute. We can it's not really canning, but you can use a canning jar to do it in. Put your powder mix in there and vacuum seal it.
Yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
For your biscuits, your gravy, your pancake mix, you can vacuum seal all that stuff.
So if you want to be a little safer for a little longer storage, vacuum sealing doesn't remove 100% of the atmosphere.
Oh no!
It just lowers it. So throw an oxygen absorber in there. You have to buy them.
Yeah.
Throw one, not a desiccant pack, an oxygen absorber, like for freeze drying. Throw that in there, then vacuum seal it. The O2 absorber doesn't have to do as much work. That will actually remove oxygen. So if there's some kind of thing that might lay an egg in the flour and little boll weevil, something, bug, they die. There's no oxygen. The egg might still be there, but it won't hatch. And
if you're going to vacuum seal that stuff, freeze it for at least 24 to 48 hours, and then let it come back up to room temperature for 24 to 48 hours, and then vacuum seal it. That will also
don't
help
vacuum seal cold, because as it warms up, it'll pop the seal.
No. Actually, if you do it when it's cold, it actually holds moisture and it will condense, and then you will have spoilage.
There you go.
The one thing that there was a lot of pictures on, and it was on the thumbnail, but I'm going to bring some up here right in a minute here, was the hash browns. And they were canning. I swear the one looked like they had already cooked it and just cut it in like wedges and stuffed it in the jar and dry canned it. The other one looked like it had some liquid in there with it, possibly chicken broth. But most of them just looked like they just grated it, put it in there, didn't pack it down hard, just kind of gently try to get as much as
if you
they
pack
could
it in there, it's gonna be like
a potato coming out. And some looked really good. Hang on, just so I can bring this up here.
I was going to get my comment in there sooner or later from the fat dude.
Can you can the Golden Corral breakfast buffet?
Yeah,
probably.
You can can the bacon and the ham, and
I'm really hungry.
And the American fries. We haven't had one of those in so long. I'm trying to remember what else was on the buffet. But do not can the eggs. I'm going to tell you right now. Do not. You can pickle eggs, but you do not want to can like scrambled eggs.
Oh, come on, Sam. I am.
Green eggs and ham. No, I do not like it. I do not like it on a plate. I do not like it in another state.
So
right.
how about this? And I just thought about this. What if you made small medallion pancakes? Just hear me out.
That's why I
Small
was thinking
medallion
about that too.
pancakes that would fit inside a wide mouth pint. Stack them up and oven can them. Or would they just dry out so much it wouldn't be worth it?
Waffles might work better.
The problem is there's so much moisture in them. Oven canning them wouldn't get enough moisture out that they would not mold in the jar.
Yeah, and you got to get that
all right.
temperature up high enough where you burn them. Yeah.
I got it. You make your pancakes, and it's not really canning, but you make your pancakes. You go over to the sofa survivalist house and have him freeze dry it.
Yeah.
So here's how you do it. You do it like you can bread. You make the pancake into a bread batter.
A muffin.
A giant muffin. You use the quarter or the half pints, and you bake it in your oven a little longer than what you really want. So it's going to be a little crunchy. But you bake it a little longer than what it takes to get done in the center. And then make sure you leave a 1-inch headspace and put your lid on, just like you would do an oven bake of bread.
Well,
in a
so
jar.
if you're doing it, you got to watch that 1-inch headspace. So if you're doing 1-inch headspace in a half pint jar of the liquid batter, it's going to rise right out of there. You have to practice with that.
Well,
depending on how much baking powder, what brand you're using.
You're only going to put this much because they double in size. So you know.
Yeah.
So
just watch practice with it. Do a couple jars, and I did it when I did my brownies and cakes. I didn't have the oven. Well, I had the oven on 250 degrees initially. So when I put the jars in, I gave them about 20 minutes to temper to the temperature. Then I cranked it up to 350. And then I just checked them with a stick. And as I pulled them out one at a time with a silicone glove, as soon as they came out, I put the cap and the lit ring on there and just let them sit. Yeah. And it freaked me out because the next morning, those jars you couldn't see in them because there was so much condensation. But within another day, all that moisture reabsorbed back into the chocolate cake I made. I was like, huh. And it went a year. Well, you remember that video.
Yeah. I don't recommend that bread in a jar for a year. I recommend that you try to eat it up within 6 months.
Yeah.
It's not, this is not something you're going to can and leave on your shelf for 5 years. These are short-term canning projects.
Let's see here. Yep. Okay. Angel's seen the hash browns being done. Oh, Mexican breakfast.
There you go.
Now, for the pancake that you have done in the jar, the way you eat it is you pop it open, you take a knife, you do all the way to the bottom, do a cross on it, take your maple syrup, your real maple syrup, and pour your real maple syrup on it and let it sit for a minute or two.
You take it out of the jar, you slice it into medallions,
and then you walk around with it, eating it. Just walk around eating it. My grandkids would be walking around with the jar. Actually, they would take it over in front of the TV and sit there and just eat it in front of the TV.
Yeah. And make sure you grease your jar before you try to bake cakes or pancakes or muffins in them because
grease the inside of the jar and clean the rims before you put them in the oven.
Yeah. Because
once that stuff bakes on,
it's not.
Trust me, I know you ain't sealing it.
Yeah. And wide mouth jars preferably.
Yes, unless you're gonna do like Gil and just eat it with a fork and pour syrup in there. And then in which case use whatever jars
to serve it. Then
all right. I got a question here, and I think you can do it. I can't really. I may be missing something. You take sausage links, you cook them. You got your dough. And you stick a couple of them into your dough.
Yeah.
And that way you come out. You get out your.
No.
I wouldn't do that because you're only baking it. You're not getting it up to the higher temperature.
Meat. It is not for meat temperature time that way. It would be a big no.
Yeah.
Okay. because
Now you can can them. You can poke little holes in the skins of those sausages. Get some without sage because sage tastes bitter. We've already covered that 100 times. Get them that don't have sage. You can put them in a jar. Put at least 2 tablespoons of water in the jar, if not more, so that they don't lose all their moisture. And then you do them for the meat time.
Yeah. Because one of the things we used to do at Scout Camp is we would be doing pancakes, and of course scouts being lazy the way they are, well, make a big pancake, lay several sausages on it, and let it cook almost all the way through, and you just kind of roll it up in the pan to finish cooking.
Sure, but you're eating it right away. You're not preserving it,
not letting it mold.
I mean, you throw blueberries and anything else you want in your pancakes. Yeah, I've thrown sausage in my pancakes, bacon in the pancakes.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Now, if you're doing sausage patties, I know there's technically two methods. They're both the same with canning times, but if you just make your sausage patties raw, and to fit inside the jar, use the ring or whatever, or something a little smaller than the lid ring to make your patties, and you can put a piece of parchment paper in between them, and you can put I wouldn't put more than 5 in a jar, and use a small, use a wide mouth pint, but you can put them in there and then do it that way. Or if you like better flavor, make your patties, throw them in a pan to just brown them. You don't have to cook them, just brown them. High heat, cast iron, just get it brown, get that good flavor going, then stack them up. And if you brown them, you won't need the parchment paper because it won't stick together in the jar at that point. Yeah. So just a thought.
Okay. What's going on? It's taking forever. Yeah, here it comes. It's coming up here. Hang on. I'm saving. There we go. I got the picture up here now. There you go.
Yeah,
there it is. Yeah. They look a little dry. There's no moisture at all in those. Oh, I think somebody dropped cooked patties in there and took a picture of it.
Yeah, it looks a little moist down here on this one, a little bit down on that one over on the right.
But there's the bottom of the jar is absolutely clean. That was a photographic picture.
It's a faked picture.
Fake! Oh no, let me get rid of that fake. Ugh.
Notice none of the grease from the patty came out and dropped onto the bottom of the jar. That has not been processed.
Oh, there we go. There
it is.
There's the real one.
Those bottom two patties should be loaded with grease.
Yep. Those people can theirs right there.
Yeah.
There's a bunch of them. They turn them upside down.
Yeah. So the reason you do that is so when you open a jar up, you can get the grease out.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then the rest of them don't have it. So if you leave it in the bottom, those bottom ones are just sitting in the grease, which is fine, but they're going to be a little greasier and harder to deal with. You don't want to eat the grease, if you're just eating it out of the jar cold, which you shouldn't, but you can.
Yeah. Here they're canning sausage balls like meatballs.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go to some of your farm stores and that, and even some of the grocery stores. You can buy bulk sausage meat. It's already mixed up. Some of them have with seasoning, no seasonings. Yeah, don't get the sage. And you can make your own patty. Add whatever flavors you want to it, and can and make sausage balls out of it. Whatever you want to do. Little tiny hot dog looking things. And I would suggest cooking those a little bit first so they hold their shape, then pack them in the jar.
Yeah. There's here's one where it's full of liquid, like
broth.
Beef broth, pork broth.
Yeah, any kind of broth. Just water's fine.
Yeah.
You lose a little flavor, but water's fine. You're still going to get that grease cap on top, but at least it's easier to get off.
You use the water or the broth to make your sausage gravy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Which is something else. The powder mix, you can make your powder mix and vacuum seal it and have it in a can and jar, so you just and seal it back up again.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. And Aiden here's in the house.
Yep. All right, Tammy. It's bacon lesson time.
Oh, there's 2 ways to do it. Just crumble it up and throw it in the jar, and it makes a great big, massive glob
Bacon
that you
bits.
throw out into the frying pan or scoop out a few at a time for an omelet or on your baked potatoes or whatever. Or you can do the parchment paper wrap. I've done videos on both, and you can see them on my channel. I like the parchment paper a little bit better, but I'm not opposed to just throwing the odd ends and pieces in a jar and canning it up too.
Yeah.
I buy cheap.
I got spoiled at Scout Camp as staff for NYLT. Because we had the 8-tray full sheet convection ovens, 2 of them.
Ooh.
And we lay out our parchment paper. We lay out the bacon, put it in there, and that's the way we were doing it. Then one of the ladies said, "Wait a minute," and she had the short leg, really like 1/4-inch square hole racks, and put that in there under the parchment paper and poke some holes in the parchment paper, put the bacon on there, and when it came out, all the grease was underneath.
Yeah.
And it wasn't burnt, but it was very good crumbly. She did that the day they were doing Caesar salad for the Scouts for lunch, and then she could put her gloves on and started crumbling up all that bacon and just sprinkling it all over the salads.
Oh,
but that would be, all the grease is drained off of it, and it's in a convection oven. It won't burn, but it'll get hot enough to get all the grease out of it.
Yep.
And then it's not going to clump so much when you crumble it into the jar and can it for long-term storage.
Yeah, so canning bacon bits, I guess.
Hubby broke 10 of my jars. Oh.
That's because he just dropped them back. He put them in a bag in the back seat, and they bounced around.
He owes you a case of jars, dude. Yep. Hubby, better.
Don't just tell him he owes you a case of jars. He has to go out to some estate sales or yard sales and pick up some old boxes of jars.
Good luck finding those.
Or just buy Superb or Azure Standard because they're as good as the old ones and they're brand new.
Yeah. But so you really don't want to can like Bisquick in a jar.
Bisquick already has the baking powder in there, and yes, it will
activate.
No, it won't activate. It'll deactivate over time. So that's why baking powder in your cabinet, after a couple of years, you just throw it out.
Yeah.
Any moisture that got in there already kind of activated it or ruined it. And just humidity in your house is all it takes. So unless you live in the Sahara Desert or the South Pole where there literally is like no humidity, sure, but we don't. So don't.
And you don't want to vacuum seal it because it already has the shortening in it. It will go rancid. So it is not a good candidate for long-term storage. It is a very short-term storage item.
Yeah. So if you want to extend the life of Bisquick and cake mixes, I heard the best way to extend the life 6 months or a year, put it in the freezer. You put it in a bag, oxygen absorber or moisture absorbers in the bag that the box is in, and just plop it in the freezer.
Yep. All right, Tammy, no snoring.
I can't help it. I got all that fresh air about an hour ago.
All that cool fresh air.
Yeah. So if you want to store eggs for long term, here's my video. You got to freeze dry them
or water glass them.
No, I meant scrambled eggs.
Oh yeah.
For freeze drying and then rehydrating and then eating. Yeah.
Yeah,
but they're raw.
That is the absolute best way to do it.
Oh my God, yeah. Every time we get extra eggs and nobody's going to eat them for a little bit, wife comes home. She's like, "Where'd the eggs go?" I said, I just put the jar on the counter. I was like, "Here, okay." I got like 20 pint jars. Each pint jar is about 10 eggs.
Nice.
And yeah. And I'm going to start doing other things. I'd love to try to now make egg drop soup with freeze-dried eggs, which is easy. You just rehydrate it. It's just scrambled eggs. So yeah, not canning it, just to make it.
All right, Mark.
What?
Thought popped into my mind about freeze drying.
Uh-oh.
Tell me if I'm correct. If you freeze dry raw eggs,
Yeah.
can you make the mix for French toast?
Okay, so let me be bluntly clear. I freeze dry. I take raw eggs. Watch the video. I take raw eggs. I crack them open. I scramble them up. I run them through a strainer to make sure there's no little mini shell bits in there. And I freeze dry it. When they come out, I crumble it up into like a powder, pack in a jar. It's literally eggs missing the water. So yes, if I take, 2-3 tablespoons of eggs out, throw it in a bowl, put a little cool water in there. It takes a little while to rehydrate. So I add salt to mine because it helps the rehydration. And put it in there and just let it sit for like 10, 15, or put it in a small jar the night before and just shake it up a couple times, chuck it in the fridge. Next morning, you got a little jar of scrambled eggs. Yeah, sure. Throw it in a bowl, add your vanilla, whatever you want. Dip your toast in there, make French toast. They're just raw eggs. That's all they are. The only thing
Perfect. I
missing
wasn't sure if it changed it just a little bit, freeze drying it or not.
Nope, doesn't change.
Excellent.
Watch my video.
Yeah.
Buy a freeze dryer. Or, hey, send me your address. I'll send you a jar of freeze-dried eggs. Actually, I should send Tammy a jar of freeze-dried eggs. I kind of owe her.
June.
What's that?
Bring me one in June.
Okay.
You were frozen there, Tammy.
Yeah, we were all frozen there.
I said you can bring me one in June if you're going to come to the summit again.
Yep. Let me see. Or winter just stored outside. Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially for Tammy tonight. Minus what? 25?
Minus 25.
Oh, this weather is perfect for bulk cooking in like soups and stews and stuff like that. Yep, you cook it, put it in a bigger tray, and just put it outside for 20 minutes, and it's cold. You don't have to worry about that time temperature thing too much because it gets so cold so fast. And bring it back in before it's frozen solid. Pack it up, throw it in the freezer. You save your freezer energy and electric and all that.
Or you get it out there, you get it frozen, you take it in and you put the tray in the freeze dryer and finish the job.
Yeah. So Angels, the quick answer, no. Yes, you can freeze dry egg whites. You cannot freeze dry just yolks because there's too much fat. It won't freeze dry. When you mix them together, like a scrambled egg in that, and then I add a little salt to it, it alters the molecular makeup so they rehydrate better. You just don't have to add salt to it later. But no, you can't freeze dry just yolks. But you can freeze dry egg whites all day long.
Yeah. Okay, question. I think the answer is going to be yes, but I just want to make sure. My wife loves brown and serve sausage links.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I can just put those in the half pint jars or the 3/4 pint jars or whatever.
They're already cooked, but you still got to follow the times.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly.
Put like
okay.
a teaspoon of water in, or put water in with them. If you put the water in the jar, you have to put a fork through the skins.
Yeah.
No, the brown and serves had no skin on them. I know.
Yeah, there's no skin on them.
Well, there's a you want to poke a hole in them so that the water gets in, and it's
gotcha.
You want to poke a hole in them.
Yeah, don't take them out of the freezer. Put them in a jar and can it. Let them thaw first.
Yeah.
Yes.
It was funny, Tammy, when you started going about that water and stuff. I thought the first time you said water, I thought it came out as wine because it, did a Max had some wine in it. Oh, a little wine in there. Okay, my wife will like that.
All right, none of us on this channel are cheese. We didn't turn water into wine.
Put that in. It would probably not be the best tasting, but you could put that in as long as you have some liquid to keep it moist so they don't get crusty. I mean, I like my sausages like firm on the outside, but I don't like them all dried out and hard and nasty.
Well, could put a bit of broth in there with it.
Yeah.
If depending whether or not she wants to make gravy with it.
Just something so it's steaming as it cooks, so it doesn't dry out. It's not drying out as it cooks.
Yeah.
This coming Friday forecast high will be. Oh, we'll have a minus in front of the single digit number for the high. Oh,
yeah. I got that coming my way too.
Yeah, minus single digits would be an improvement.
Oh, what's going on is the another vortex southern jet stream going down to Louisiana, and down into northern Florida. There are still channels and certain weather forecasters saying snow in northern Florida.
Nice. Yeah, I got single nighttime low digits coming at me next week. Almost there this week at like 10 and 11 and 12 degrees. And then next week it's going down to 8. So, and that's the overnight low. The highs are only like 20, 17, 14 on this coming Saturday. Yeah, I'll be on his live stream. I won't be outside. It's going to be 14 degrees as a high and 11 as a low. I'm not going anywhere.
All right. Tonight we have freezing fog tonight and tomorrow. Mostly clear Tuesday night. Wednesday, partially cloud. That's going to warm up again for Wednesday and Thursday, Friday because it's cloudy. So it's going to warm up a little bit. Up to the lows getting up to 17. The high is getting up to 35. And then going down again. So, yeah.
Yay, weather.
Yeah. Or as Uncle Al would say, it's really washing machine weather because some areas are getting all mixed up. Some areas are getting hot. Some areas are getting cold. It ain't nice and congealed.
Yeah.
Ooh. Are you down there in Texas, Aiden Air?
He's down there somewhere.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I talked to a customer down in Florida today, a couple of them, and I always ask them, like, so what's the weather down there? They're like, shut up. It's too cold. I'm like, where are you? I'm like 50 miles north in Miami, and it's like 37 degrees outside. I was like, in the middle of it was morning. They're like, yeah. I'm like, ooh, there goes my orange crop. Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, buy those mandarin orange slices now.
Yeah, really. Well, they come from other countries usually, but that's another story.
Yeah. I think, weather roller coaster, the way it's going, the jet stream's going like this now.
That's that SUV you're driving there, Gil. It's your fault.
I haven't got an SUV.
You have a truck.
I got a crossover Nissan Murano I'm driving.
Oh, then it's your tractor. That's it. It's your tractor.
Tractor's parked inside the shop. It hasn't run in.
I don't care. You own it. Therefore, global warming is your problem. It's your fault. Or cooling.
You're right. It's my fault. I had one of the jars of the cowboy beans a couple days ago.
Oh, it's your fault then. Yeah.
Yeah. I gave out a cow fart.
Yeah. Gill flatulence.
Wouldn't it be warmer than instead of cold? Never mind.
Well, hey, we're not getting snow, so it is warmer here.
It's only warmer if you hold a lighter near his. Oh, wait, no, forget it. I'm not going there.
All right.
Back to canning.
Back to canning. Now, no, we're not canning. We are not pretending like that social influencer who canned her farts and sold them.
Although you could, but good luck.
No, you cannot.
Well, you can put it in a jar and seal it up and sell it.
You
you
cannot.
If you're not like some billionaire,
you
whatever.
You physically cannot do that. That is not physically possible.
What, the fart in a jar?
Sounds great, but it sounds great, but in practicality, it does not work.
All right. What? Hush puppies. Canning hush puppies. You know the
Their flour.
no.
Their cornmeal and flour.
No. The potato hush puppy. You know the
hush puppy. What you mean? Your tater tots?
Diced tomatoes.
Tater tots. No.
All right. So you can't can the tater tots.
You gotta make them when they come out. So if you want to can potatoes, talk to Tammy. She's a pro at canning potatoes. When they come out, then you shred them or something and pack them into a ball with whatever and fry them. And there's your tater tots. They taste a little different after you can them, but that's all right.
Yeah.
All right. What else? Everything else for breakfast that people have, generally, you wouldn't can. You might freeze dry or vacuum seal and freeze. Or
you could always can fruit and then open it up and pour it over yogurt for breakfast.
There you go. Can't can the yogurt. You can freeze dry yogurt. That's another story.
Yeah, you can freeze dry the yogurt. You can't can it, but you can, can fruit.
All right. So I will take the vacuum sealed Bisquick we have, I'll take the Duncan Hines spice cake mix I vacuum sealed and froze. Mix it up, mix it up. Pour the apple pie canned apple pie filling into the Dutch oven.
Nope. You grease your pan. You put your dry pan mix in. Then you pour the canned pie filling on top of it, a pint, and then you take a stick of butter and cut that butter up into little teaspoon slices. And dot that all over, and then you bake it. You don't add water, you don't add milk, you don't add anything. Don't follow the directions on the cake mix. Just add the pie filling and butter and bake it at 350 till it's done.
Yeah. What we would do at Scout Camp, take a couple cans, we put the liner inside the liner inside of the
Dutch oven,
because we knew that Scouts were going to screw up, clean everything. So put the liner in there. We poured a couple of the cans of the apple pie filling in there.
Yep.
Took the spice cake mix, filled it on top. Took some of the peaches, drained the peach juice off, poured that on top, and then shaved a bunch of butter over the top of it.
Yeah. Cobbler.
Yeah. And then we got out the cinnamon sugar mix and started shaking that on top.
Yeah, yep. Cobbler.
Yep, cobbler.
Yeah,
yep.
Cobbler breakfast. Hey,
there you go.
Hey, that people eat. I've eaten fish for breakfast many times, and you can can fish. No, it's like salmon and stuff. I mean, I've had perch for breakfast, which it's good. I mean, when you're catching 800 perch because they're tiny, they'll bite on an empty hook. You don't care, and they're bony as hell. And my grandfather we'd catch them all. He'd take them home. He'd clean them. Throw them in the fridge. Next morning, he's frying up perch for breakfast. That's it.
My brother was the scout.
They eat a lot of fish for breakfast up there.
When my brother was the scoutmaster at 21, he would get up with his two assistant scoutmasters who were 22 and 20, and they would leave the scouts in camp at 4:00 in the morning, and they would sneak off downstream of the North Fork of the Stanislaus River away from Wolfboro Scout Camp and go down about 3 miles down past BA Squad to some ponds down there in the river, and they'd be back in the morning about 5:45. They'd be back with all these German brown and rainbow trout. Sometimes they would just start cooking it up there in camp, wake all the scouts up with smell.
I smell food. I don't care if it's fish. I smell food. I'm hungry.
Either that, or they would go over to the quartermaster at the mess hall, show him the fish. He would take the fish, go inside, come back, and hand him about half a dozen steaks. Because that quartermaster was an addict for the trout.
Yeah, we did
So
that.
he would give them steaks, and he'd cook up all the trout for the upper staff, the adult staff, because they loved the trout, and they couldn't go fishing.
Hey, when I was the chef at my scout camp for 2 years, everybody knew if you went to the lake and you fished and you caught a pickerel or whatever you caught, bring it up. I'll clean it and I'll cook it, and it's for your table, for your troop or your pack or whatever you're in. Yeah. And I had a lot of people like, how come they get fish? I'm like, because they got their ass out of bed at 4:00 in the morning, went fishing. Look, well, we got blueberries. Great. We're having pancakes tomorrow. Give me the blueberries. You guys get blueberry pancakes. Nobody else does. Wow, really? Oh, yeah. We had these kids foraging everywhere for stuff. They brought stuff in, and I'm like, yeah, no, I can't cook with that. Sorry.
Yeah. But yeah, I mean, but when he got the steaks from the quartermaster, he went back to camp and they would cook up steak and hash browns because they took up a bag of potatoes. Mm-hmm. So they'd have steak and hash browns, and all the other troops were on the. What's that smell? And they're looking around and see him go there doing. How? And we go, sorry, we ain't telling you how.
we had one badass troop in our badass, not good badass, but bad badass, that they would go hiking, and they knew that about 12 miles away was an apple orchard. And they would go hiking, and they came back with apples. And we knew where they got them from because nobody had apples nearby. We knew the orchard. We knew the farmer. And they'd come in and be like, oh, we got apples. Can we have applesauce, apple pancakes, something? I'm like, sure. So I tell the ranger. He called the farmer. Farmer came up. He got breakfast with us. Nobody knew who he was. Well, I knew who he was. A lot of people did. And he came up, didn't say a word, would just eat. And these kids were all excited. They had apple pancakes. And at that moment, we're like, hey, you'd like to work towards your whatever hours towards whatever. They're like, well, yeah. It's like, great. That farmer brought his van. You're going down to his farm, and you're working the farm for a day for 8 hours because you stole apples. Yeah. Did not end well for them. They were like, whoa, they were just there. It's like, no, they're not just there. It's an orchard, and you climbed a fence to get to it, and you knew that. So, yep. Anyway, that's another story. That was an ugly moment for the ranger, myself, and a whole bunch of kids that the older kids baited them into it, but they all got to work for it. So, whatever. Right. They picked apples for free for a day.
Yeah.
You like to pick apples? You can pick apples.
Yeah, and eat all you want while you're there. Just make sure that each kid needed to pick at least like 6 bushels of apples, period. Yep. And carry them. Nope, there's no tractor with a carriage on the back. Nope, you are going to carry those baskets all the way to the barn, half a mile, and they did. And anyway, you'll learn.
Right. So, Tammy, the homestead hooker came in on your side.
Oh, welcome.
Oh, scrumping, is that like stealing apples?
Something like that. Let's see here. So
you're not canning gnocchi that's flour. You can't can pasta. Well, sort of can try.
Sort of can. Some pastas, limited pasta.
What side chat? What breakfast item do you think you might want to try canning, or freeze drying, or whatever?
I freeze dryer. I picked up turkey sausage. It was not Smithfield, Jimmy Dean, my local Amish store or whatever, Mennonite store, was a big box of Jimmy Dean turkey sausages, which my wife likes. I like them. I don't care. And frozen, cooked, whatever. And I brought them home, threw them right in the freeze dryer because they're already frozen. So I got probably the equivalent of, I don't know, 10, 15 pounds of freeze-dried turkey sausage links and patties. I did the pork ones. They were already cooked. Yeah, I'll never do that again. It took me 2 hours to clean my freeze dryer out because the pork fat aerated and stuck to everything. So everything smelled like sausage after that. I'm like, okay, they're good, but I'll never do
No.
that again. Turkey,
You'll just can them next time.
sure. Yeah, throw them in the jars. They're already cooked, so they're just heat and serves.
Yeah. Oh.
So yesterday we made chicken patty burgers with ground
I
chicken.
saw that video.
Yes. Well, the long form video is coming out this week. I've got 3 videos coming out this week. So.
What did you add to the chicken so it wasn't like dry?
Ritz crackers.
Okay, you just made it drier.
Parsley. I know. I'm trying to think of what was in there. It really wasn't that dry.
No fat? Any fat? Did you add
looked
fat?
like there might have been some onions in there.
We cooked it in bacon fat. Right on the
Look
grill.
at our healthy chicken burgers. Oh wait, they're not healthy anymore. Anyway,
it was not an excessive amount of fat.
but they're good.
You got to make them taste good, or nobody will eat them. They were really good, really good. So there's a long video coming out on that. And we've baked bread this week. The sourdough bread. My friend that I'm staying with has a absolute perfect loaf of sourdough bread, and the recipe is wonderful. So she let me film her making her sourdough, and then we made sourdough discard pizzas with the sourdough discard. Oh, was that good tonight?
Mm.
So I'm gonna do a video on using your discard to make sourdough pizza dough.
Potato pancakes.
Love potato pancakes. Love latkes.
If there's flour in there and you're making potato pancakes, brown and put them in a jar, I don't know how that's gonna work.
You could just can the potatoes and have other ingredients.
You can use canned potatoes to make potato latkes. You could also use hash to make potato latkes. So it'd be as long as it just had just potatoes and onion, a hash with potatoes and onion, a little garlic powder, and you could take out of the jar and make it into patties.
Yes, your canned potatoes, when they come out of the jar, you touch them, they're mashed potatoes.
Well, that's what you make potato pancakes out of, don't you, kind of?
You can use mashed potatoes to make potato pancakes.
Yeah. I'm just saying, you take them out of the jar, you just sort of push down on it, they just mash because they're already cooked and super soft.
Yeah.
You're not going to shred them and make that kind of a potato pancake out of it.
Yeah.
If you get it cold, you could.
Yeah. For those that go to both channels of mine, Gray Man Prepping as well, I just put out 3 videos on 3 short videos on Gray Man Prepping and 2 unboxing videos over there today. And I got the longer one coming out on Wednesday for putting together one of the things I unboxed today.
Nice.
What did I watch before? Oh, your vacuum dust separator bucket thing. Yeah.
That was yesterday.
I should do an embarrassing unboxing. I ordered, and this is my mistake. Okay. I ordered an RV solar kit. So it's the kit, the solar controller, and the solar panel.
How many watts? 25?
I wish.
10?
Maybe.
5.
Oh, geez.
So
it's the trickle charger for your cell phone.
It shows it it has 2 plugs for the USB adapters to charge the cell phone. That's what I got it for. It shows it as being half the size of the RV in the picture.
Jeez. Yep. Yeah.
Well, yeah. See, the camera's way back here. The RV was way over there, and that was right here.
Yeah, it's right in front of it, and it covered half the RV. Look at the size of this panel. Yeah. Come on, Tammy. You know better.
It doesn't have. It'll still work for what I want, but then you have to have the wire on the screw here.
Yep.
So they send the connector. It hooks to the solar panel with this, and then I have to cut the wire and strip it off the other end.
And just make sure you get your meter out so you know which is positive and negative.
Is anybody on your side a wrench?
No.
You just got a spam in there.
I do not have any wrenches, and I'll have to go over there and.
Hang on. Give me a second. Oh, Mark. Is Mark
Yeah,
have a
I am.
wrench?
Give me a second. I got to log out and log in. Hold on.
All right.
Okay, because I was just going to open it up here on my other monitor here.
Which one? The upside, the straight up and down one?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's on a straight up and down one.
All right, let me go to.
Thank you.
If I can get to the comments on this one. There we go.
My moderator's at work tonight, so that did not work.
I can't find comments. Damn it.
All right, hang on. Let me see what I can do here.
And I don't think I can do it from here either.
Give me a second here.
Try it on my phone.
Nope. Oh, never mind. I can.
You can? Good.
I can. I've got it.
Get her done.
I have the power. And I've got it.
Oop, oh, there we go.
Yeah, so he's got 3 comments on there.
I got 2.
Up farther is one where he just says hi.
Oh, I don't care about that one. He's not coming back. So
yeah.
Bye-bye.
Yeah.
Play silly games, win silly prizes.
Yep. The other one finally disappeared too.
Who was that? Bush George?
Yeah.
I just banned him. I don't have time for that. Life is too short.
Yeah.
We got 3 minutes. Are you going live besides Saturday?
Me?
Yes.
Yes.
Today's only Monday. He was live like
I
4
know.
times this week.
Yeah.
It was a lead-in. It was just a lead-in.
It was a lead-in, yes. I'm sorry. I'm looking at all the stuff on your vertical one over here.
I know. I'm like, okay, we got 3 minutes. We got to wrap it up. It was just a lead-in for us.
All right. So coming tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping at the same time we started tonight. The biggest prepper failure is the topic for tomorrow. Thursday on Gray Man Prepping at 10 Eastern is the Midnight Ride, and I got some interesting news things for that one as well. Friday, back here Friday night at 8 Eastern. Top 5 must-have tools for woodworking. So for Friday night on the homestead, we're talking about woodworking. Saturday, not sure what Shadow's doing yet for his live from 2 p.m. Eastern to 6 p.m. Eastern. But both I'll be there, and the sofa survival, our ChefTech's evil twin, the sofa survivalist, will be there as well as several others. But for later on at 8 p.m. Eastern, for my survival Saturday, a 1.5 year winter. What are your plans? And then Monday is this. It's going to spread out. It's going to spread out. But the starting topic next Monday is what you should not can.
How many hours is that one for?
Yeah. Well, all right, and we're going to take everyone that says absolutely not can this, because this is what happens. So, like sage, you don't put sage in your.
No green eggs and ham.
No green eggs and ham. So
do not can potatoes if you already have 300 quart jars on your shelf.
Yeah. Let me check something here. Hang on, I got to check something here. There we go. It's bringing something up here. All right, so yeah, that's what's coming up here for the next week. Also, if you have any suggestions for topics you want us to address here, either here on Monday night or on my Tactical Tuesday for Gray Man Prepping. Where is it? There it is. you can send me an email at camppattonfamilycompound@gmail.com, and I will add it to the list. Right now, I got everything packed out full through April 25th. And then I got spatterings there for the next 3 months too. So, but if it's a really good one, hey, I'll move it to the head of the line. I have no problem moving an excellent one to the head of the line. All right. And I think that covers everything. So I hope you guys got something from this, got some ideas. And if not, why not? What did you have that we don't have that just didn't give you any ideas for? All right, everyone. Thank you for coming, and we will see you. Hopefully, I will see you tomorrow on Gray Man Prepping. It's Gray with an A for Tactical Tuesday. See y'all later.
Have a good night. Enjoy breakfast.